Good morning. Y'all pardon me for being off camera. I'm still in my PJs, okay? It's one of those mornings, child. I am tired as hell and about to get right back out in the streets again. But hey, it is what it is. I don't know why I woke up. Well, I do know why I woke up in a good mood this morning. I woke up in a hella good mood this morning. Child, listen. I ain't even gonna say, but I'm feeling good this morning. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling petty, but we have some great topics that we need to talk about. So let's go ahead and get that out there so that you guys can get your news that I know y'all can use. Good morning to everybody. Hey, George, Denise, thanks for being here. Thanks for being here, KBR. Let's go ahead and get this out. Hey, Felicia. Hey, Shirley, Terry. Hey. Thank y'all for coming on over. Let's get our Saturday shenanigans out there. Cheryl Williams, hey, I see you. All right, everything said in this video is alleged, and in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. Hey, Cassandra D, Nikki B, Velma Sadler, hello. Good morning. Hey, Teresa Williams, hello. All right, let's go ahead and get our topics out there. All right, hold on. All right. I know we got some Braxton drama. I'll be trying to keep y'all caught up. That'd be some good commentary on those, but let's go ahead and get that out there, child. The Braxton's still acting a fool. Let's go ahead and get that out there. All right, hey everybody coming in. Hey, Shonda Allen, Teresa Williams, Faith, I see you. Let's go ahead and get it. Braxton family is acting a fool still.
Who gave the man my address?
That's called an attorney.
Oh, he can't find my address in that letter. That house not even under my name. Because I know y'all don't give a about me. I'm not expecting y'all to really give a about me. But what I am asking about is my child. I'm a single mother, and I spend a lot of money to keep my son safe and myself safe. And I don't even know who dropped it off. But isn't that my right to know who has access to my address?
So what Tamar is talking about, she was served several cease and desist, and she said that she moved to a new home, but she did not put her name on said home in order to stay safe so that people would not be able to pull up where she lived and be coming up to her house and stuff like that. So whoever it was, it had to be someone that knew where she stayed, like somebody in her family, to give said address to the process server to come and serve her said several cease and desist. So she is going off and fussing at her family for giving out her information when it was already made clear to them that she didn't want people to know where she lived. So let's continue.
I should have that right, and that was taken away from me. Somebody walked up to my building with my name.
Wait, someone walked up to your door?
See how she go?
No, I'm just scared because this is my first time hearing it.
When I'm not gonna throw a brick and hide my hand. I didn't do it. The proof is in black and white. It's right there on your cease and desist. Read it. You're not going to see my name. And that's not up to me to disclose an address. As a matter of fact, an attorney does not need for me to disclose an address. So who gave the man my address?
So, as y'all know, they're saying, Tamar was saying in another episode that Tony, as well as their brother Michael Braxton, sent several cease and desist to Tamar because they knew that Ashley Braxton, which is Michael Braxton Jr.'s daughter, was going to be on Braxton Family Values this season. And she was going to be talking about a lot of things that they did not want her to disclose. So they thought that they could stop it by sending Tamar the cease and desist because Tamar was having her on her podcast and also invited her onto the show. Plus, y'all know Tamar is majority owner of the show, for those of you that don't know. And I looked it up. She is definitely majority owner of the show, which is probably why a lot of them are upset because her check is bigger than theirs. She the boss in there. But let's watch one more time.
It's called an attorney.
Oh, he can't find my address in that letter. That house not even under my name. Because I know y'all don't give a about me. I'm not expecting y'all to really give a about me. But what I am asking about is my child. I'm a single mother, and I spend a lot of money to keep my son safe and myself safe. And I don't even know who dropped it off. But isn't that my right to know who has access to my address? I should have that right. And that was taken away from me. Somebody walked up to my building with my name.
Wait, someone walked up to your door?
See how she go?
No, I'm just scared because this is my first time hearing it.
When I'm not gonna throw a brick and hide my hand. I didn't do it. The proof is in black and white. It's right there on your cease and desist. Read it. You're not gonna see my name. And that's not up to me to disclose an address. As a matter of fact, an attorney does not need for me to disclose an address. So who gave the man my...
Did y'all see how Tawanda looked at Trina like she might have known something about it, or maybe she might have slipped some information to somebody and said, "Hey, this is her address." I wouldn't put it past Tawanda. Tawanda seems very sneaky, and we were confirmed with that whenever Tracy was still here, because she said that Tawanda was very sneaky, conniving. Y'all remember that? Sneaky, conniving, son of a gun. Y'all remember when she said that? I will never forget that. Rest in peace to Tracy. And let's move on, honey. All right, so now that we're still on the Braxtons, so let's go ahead and get into this. I don't know why these girls like to put their husband's names on their properties out here, but Tara is given that Trina has done the same thing. Now, we talked about Tawanda doing that with her new husband, Sean. She just put her husband's name on her house. Now, according to the Braxton Family Values fan page, it says that Trina has also done that with her new husband, Vaughn. People were feeling away about that because they said, Trina, you got sons. If something were to happen to you, your son should get first dibs on anything that you leave behind. Granted, yeah, this is your new husband, but your son should have first dibs on your home. Trina, they're saying, did purchase the house a year or so before she got married to Vaughn, but they're saying that Vaughn is the breadwinner in their family now. So Trina has decided to put his name on the deed of their home in addition to her name. But it's crazy. What y'all think about that? Like I was telling you guys, Tawanda did the same thing with her new husband because she was having financial problems. And I think she shifted the deed over to him to avoid them coming after her to take her home. That's why I think she did it. But they're saying that reportedly Trina Braxton's husband, Vaughn Scales, moved into her home when they got married. And word on the street is that she even added his name to her deed on her home. All right. Y'all know that Kimmy did the same thing with Maurice when they got married versus that house going to her son, Jalen. So it says here, they said, let's be real, that's risky business. Trina purchased that home back in 2018, right before she married Vaughn in December of 2019. It said that house was a big part of her fresh start after years of rebuilding financially following her divorce from Gabe. Y'all know Gabe passed away from prostate cancer some years ago. Said fast forward, and she's openly said that Vaughn is now the breadwinner, which may explain why she decided to put him on the deed. But that's where a lot of women go wrong, of course. So that you can love your man and still protect what you built. A home is an asset, not just a house. It said that that's something meant to be passed down to your kids, not tied up in a marriage that could shift in any moment. Right? If she decides to get divorced from Vaughn could say, hey, I want the house. I want ownership of the house. And because you put the house in his name, he could very well run away with your home, which you could have been able to keep and or leave for your children. So I don't know. I said before, anything that you purchased or acquired prior to being married, that's something I feel like you should keep for your own until, or for whatever reason, and then whatever you accumulate during your marriage with said person, then that should be split between the two of you and in both of your names. But yeah, you got to have something to fall back on just in case something go bad. Okay. Period. They said if something ever happens, her son might not have automatic rights to what their mother worked for, and that they'd have to depend on Vaughn's word. They said it's a reminder that no matter how good love feels, that you still need to think long term, protect your legacy, protect your name, and make sure your hard work turns into generational wealth for your children. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? Y'all put in there what y'all think. I see y'all talking about Tony. Yes, she is going to be touring with New Edition, so that'd be great for her, so that she can be making a little coin as well. All right. So shout out to Tony for that. Let's move on. We've been talking about this EBT situation with Trump. There is a slight update. You guys know that several attorneys have filed some things against Trump so that he can go ahead and start releasing the EBT benefits to those who should be getting them. But Trump is still trying to be an asshole about it. So shout out to Shade Room, because it says that Donald Trump, with a post regarding SNAP benefits, said that he blames radical Democrats for the government shutdown, despite Republicans controlling the House. All right, Senate and presidency. So let's go ahead and get into what Trump had to say, because y'all know several, as I was telling you guys, attorneys have filed a lawsuit against Trump for stopping the SNAP benefits. So Trump says our government lawyers do not think that we have the legal authority to pay SNAP with certain monies that we have available. And now two courts have issued conflicting opinions on what we can what we can and cannot do. He says that I do not want Americans to go hungry just because the radical Democrats refuse to do the right thing and reopen the government. Well, it's not up to the just the Democrats. Everybody has to vote, and it has to be a decision across the board. So now he's trying to blame Democrats for people not getting SNAP benefits. So he said that therefore I have instructed our lawyers to ask the court to clarify how we can legally fund SNAP as soon as possible. Use the emergency money, because we found out there is emergency funding for situations like this. Use the emergency funding. Said it is already delayed enough due to the Democrats keeping the government closed through the monthly payment date. And even if we get immediate guidance, he says it will unfortunately be delayed while states get the money out. Says if we are given the appropriate legal direction by the court, it will be my honor. See how he's taking credit? He stopped it, but now he's saying it will be his honor to provide the funding, just like I did with military and law enforcement. I told you guys in one of my posts that Trump always initiate things and put people in bad situations, like he raised the tariffs and that was a whole hot ass situation, and then turn around like he saved TikTok. Remember? They had that whole situation. He waited right until the end. People were freaking out about their money being taken away because, you know, a lot of people, they survive off of the money they make from social media. But people were crying and carrying on social media about TikTok going away. He waited right until the last minute and came up with this elaborate plan, and then came back with the whole I did this, and I came up with this, and I was able to fix this situation so that the people could be okay. So he's trying to do the same thing with this EBT situation because he wants a pat on the back and he likes to be praised. So he says that the Democrats should quit this charade where they hurt people for their own political reasons and immediately reopen the government. That sounds like something he's doing. Says if you use SNAP benefits, call the Senate Democrats and tell them to reopen the government now. He says here's the crying Chuck Schumer's office number. So he gives out Chuck Schumer's office number for people to call. Not sure if he should have done that, but it's given that he's upset because they filed, several attorneys and lawyers have filed, or judges rather have filed court documents against Trump for cutting off SNAP benefits. So now he is upset and blaming the Democrats. So you guys see it right there. Okay. He's out of control and he definitely needs to be fucking impeached. All right. So you guys see it here. Federal judges order Trump administration to use emergency funds to partially cover SNAP benefits after the government shutdown. So he has within a certain amount of time to do so. I think it's until the 2nd that the money should be, taken into effect, or he will be facing some legal ramifications behind that. Okay. So we're going to see what happens if people start receiving SNAP benefits, even if it's from emergency funding. They don't give a fuck where the money is coming from as long as it comes through. All right, let's continue on. Y'all know Diddy was moved to a New Jersey prison from MDC, and his first picture from the new prison, because they said that he is on, I found out too, on another post that I read, that he is actually on laundry duty. So imagine Diddy, this mogul who, prided himself on being this, billionaire at one point, who you never would have thought. He probably wouldn't even do his own laundry before all of this, but he has now been put on laundry duty at this new prison that he's at now, Fort Dix, okay, in New Jersey. So this is the first photo from that prison, from Fort Dix, where Diddy was spotted out on the yard, all right, looking like Grady with all that gray hair. He stressed the hell out, which he should be, all right, nigga, you've done a lot of things to people over the years, and you're definitely where you need to be. So this is a rude awakening and a wake-up call for his ass, that he is sitting in a prison and looking at people who he probably looked down on, you know what I mean? And so he's... He is in prison, and his ass gonna be there until 2028. So shout out to the judge and the justice system for doing their big one on that. All right. So even though 2028 is not a long time, we were hoping that Diddy would have got a good 20 years or so. But hey, this is still a humbling experience for him because he's been crying to get out ever since then. All right. So get on back there and fold them drawers up and do your time, Diddy. What y'all think about that? That's him. So it said that TMZ obtained this photo of the Bad Boy Records founder walking around the prison yard Friday during his recreation time. Y'all know they get I think it's like an hour of recreational time where they can walk around on the yard, get some fresh air or whatever. But not sure who, got this picture. Y'all know a lot of times people fly drones and stuff over prisons to try to snap pictures of people. But TMZ, I don't know how they got it, but they did get a picture of Diddy. Shout out to Morning Juice Box because they also posted it here as well. So y'all see that? Oh yeah, he's definitely getting humble. This is definitely a humbling experience. Hopefully he don't be on that bullshit when he get out. Let's get into Tasha K. She is trolling Chrisean Rock. Okay. Y'all remember Chrisean Rock was seen in Walmart with her son when he was like an infant. And that is what Tasha K chose to dress up as for Halloween. So we are, I guess, waiting to hear what Chrisean Rock gonna have to say, because you know she always responds. But let's go ahead and get into it. So I said, Tasha K dressed up as Chrisean and Junior for her Halloween edition live stream. Okay, child, she's so messy.
It's a vibe all the time. It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
She got a baby laying back.
It's a vibe all the time. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe all the time. What's going on? Wine on gang gang. Happy wine on week. That's why I got Junior with me. And everything. He gonna be hosting the show. He getting lit with us too. You know what I'm saying? You know, he got how I do, y'all. How I do, you know what I'm saying? Look, I had to go to 3 different stores for this concert. I had to buy all this jewelry and everything. You know what I'm saying? Look, how I do, y'all. Look.
It's crazy.
Y'all already know it's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe all the time. It's a vibe. So listen, best costume tonight. First place, $300. Second place, $200. Third place, $100. Okay, Chrisean got the show tonight. Okay, ain't no Tasha K in this show, all right? How I do, Jazzy Faye? How I do, baby? What we doing?
Perfection.
Shit, God, man.
The baby don't bump his head on the table and everything. Tasha is crazy.
Look, Junior trying to be a part of the show.
Right. Exactly. How you knew it? Somebody they knew it. How you know that I wore the costume and shit? You know what I'm saying?
I think they was looking at you through the glass.
They looking at me. They saw me through the glass.
I think they saw you through the glass.
Oh damn. Who's supposed to close? It's a vibe.
Okay, so don't say nothing, Tasha. Now, if you be out and about and Chrisean run up on you, because you know she be steady wanting to fight and be punching people with them damn brass knuckles her ass be having on. Well, I don't know now, because Tasha got hands too. That might be a good fight. I hope somebody get that on video. But you know she gonna respond because she don't like people talking about her and her baby. So Tasha, I kind of low-key enjoy this, y'all. Is that bad? Is that bad that I low-key enjoy this petty side of Tasha K? Damn, Tasha. All right, let's move on. I'm mad I laughed, but now I'm not. I'm not. Hell, I love it. I love it. All right, it's all in fun. It's all in fun. All right, let's move on, child. That's a mess. All right, so the people are saying that now that y'all know that I told y'all yesterday that the girl that played Kiki, y'all remember the song from Drake's video, the Kiki, are you with me? That song. So anywho, the girl that played the girl Kiki in the video is pregnant with twins by Stefan Diggs. Y'all, we just found this out. Was it yesterday? I think I announced it. Y'all know Cardi B is also expecting from Stefan Diggs as well, and he just had 2 other babies this year. Like, damn, he's fertile. Is he trying to catch up with Nick Cannon? Y'all know Nick Cannon got 147 kids. But anywho, so they're saying that that Cardi B has moved out of the house that Stefan Diggs had her in. Okay, so they said Cardi B has allegedly moved out of Stefan Diggs' house after he informed her that he is expecting twins with Kiana Barber. Okay. He does have a type, because all the women that he messed with are pretty light-skinned type girls. So he does have a type of girls that he likes, but he is expecting twins in addition to Cardi B's baby, y'all. This is a lot, right? So DJ Academic stirred the pot when he publicly suggested that Stefan Diggs is expecting a child with Kiana Barber, the woman long rumored to be inspired, or the inspiration behind Drake's In My Feelings video. All right. So he posted images and commentary hinting at a pregnancy and tied Diggs to it, which immediately sent social media into a frenzy. The post racked up massive engagements and fueled speculations across entertainment platforms. However, despite the volumes of conversations, no direct statements from Diggs or Barber have confirmed the claim. Well, we did see a pregnant belly from her, so she does look like she is pregnant with twins. That is her down there in the black. Down here where my mouse is moving. because I showed y'all the picture the other day. However, let's continue. Despite the volumes of conversation, no direct statements from Diggs or Barbara have been confirmed, leaving the situation firmly in rumor territory at this stage. It's not a rumor. She is actually pregnant. It says, at the time, Diggs is already publicly expecting a child with Cardi B, a relationship and pregnancy that have been confirmed through reputable media outlets. It said that the contrast is partly what amplified the speculation as fans and gossip pages begin to debate whether Diggs may be welcoming children with two different women. Until either party addresses the talk or legal filing surface, this remains a viral rumor sparked by academics rather than verified situation. Well, it is verified. The girl is pregnant. I've seen it on several different websites that she is indeed pregnant. So if Cardi B was staying at Stefon Diggs' home and decided to move out, I don't blame her. But then again, I think she kind of moved fast with him because the same situation you were dealing with Offset, you're kind of dealing with it indirectly with Stefon Diggs. So how you leave your husband, who was a cheater and was running around messing with other women, only to be with Stefon Diggs, and he's doing the same, knocking up women when you guys have publicly come out to say that y'all are in an exclusive relationship, but babies are popping up, throughout this whole situation. It's crazy. You have his two other children born this year are like 2 months apart. So now that you have twins that are also on the way, and she's very far along, so she may be giving birth, if not before Cardi, probably a month or two after. So this is crazy, right? Like, people need to be using protection. If you're going to be sleeping around like that, I mean, damn, at least use some protection. But damn, Cardi, I hate that for her, but we'll see what comes up out of that, child. Let's move on. Funky Dineva took some time out to drag Dr. G's wife, Sweet Tea. Okay, he had some things to say. We're going to take a look at it. Shout out to Housewife from a Housewife. Let's get into it. Y'all know this whole situation with Married to Medicine now coming back on here in a few weeks. I also saw on a Married to Medicine website where y'all remember Carrie Wells, the white lady with the blonde hair, who used to be on Married to Medicine. She's going to be making some appearances on the new season, and she and Dr. Heavenly got into this verbal spat where Dr. Heavenly threw a drink on her. So we'll get to see that. Now, y'all know Heavenly been trying to clean up her image since she's now running for this political office, but she is seen, they're saying, on this this upcoming season where she throws a drink on Carrie Wells after a verbal spat. Now, I don't know if y'all know Carrie, honey. Carrie, she's not one of those scary ass white women who's scared to like go toe to toe with you. If you say something to Carrie, she's gonna say something back to your ass. That's just how she is. But she was a regular on the show seasons ago, but she is now like a friend of, and you guys know this season Heavenly will also be a friend of because of her political office that she's running for. But let's go ahead and get into what Funky Dineva has to say about Sweet Tea, child.
Literally had a Cinderella story the last couple years of her life. Follow me here. She gets in Greg's DMs. They link up, get engaged, get married. Never with any intentions on being on any reality TV show. Bam, overnight, she's got a popular, well-to-do husband that's got two nickels to rub together. She gets thrown on a TV show. Like, that is a lot for any regular person living a regular old life. And overnight, they get married and get put on a TV show. Like, most people would dream to have a situation like that. And I know that girl, her family was excited. I know she started building sandcastles in the sky of like all the things she wanted to do with her life and do with the money. And then bam, this happens. And it's unfortunate because there are two groups of people who put this girl in this situation in order for her to feel this monumental disappointment and letdown. It was Greg, and it was whatever group of girls from Married to Medicine who were all fighting to get this girl and Greg back on that show with one purpose. And what was that one purpose? That one purpose was to weaponize that relationship against Quad. Sweet Tea literally had a Cinderella story the last couple years of her life. Follow me here.
So what do y'all think about what he had to say? I partially agree with some of the things that he said. Do I feel like she did get on reality TV a little bit too soon because she was still learning Greg? And this last season that they were on Married to Medicine, I'm not going to hold you. It was a very disappointing and very embarrassing moment for the two of them. Y'all know Greg kind of had a freak out moment where he and Sweet Tea were behind closed doors on camera, where she was trying to quietly whisper to him, telling him to calm down, be quiet. He was snapping off on her, like just talking crazy to her. And she was trying to like beg him behind the scenes, behind the door. And production still had it because they were cammed up and mic'd up. But she was trying to tell him be quiet because the cameras were there. They were catching it. So if that's how he act on camera and he don't give a fuck, like I hate to see how he talk to her and treat her at home. I really do. And I like Sweet Tea, but I really think that now we're getting to see some, and I don't even like Quad, but now we're starting to see some of the things that Quad was saying she was going through in that house with Dr. G. It's crazy that he is a psychologist and this motherfucker cannot see the error of his own ways. All right. And Sweet Tea, if you see this video, baby, I hope you don't feel away, but I got to be one thou wow when it comes to your husband. He has some serious anger issues. Okay. And it's no coinky dink. They even one of his patients jumped on him and about knocked his ass out. Did y'all know about that? One of Dr. G's patients, y'all know he's a psychologist. He got into a verbal spat at his office, and one of his patients got up and damn near knocked his ass out at the office. Okay. So it's all about tone and delivery. I think that he definitely needs to figure out how to fix whatever it is within him that causes him to, bow up and go crazy and be so aggressive. You're in a new situation. You're in a new marriage now. You should not still have the same vision of marriage and how things go as in terms of how it was when you were with Quad. Quad and Sweet Tea are two different people. It seemed that, Sweet Tea is a little more coddling when it comes to Dr. G. And I really wish that she would, and maybe she do it behind closed doors. For what we've seen on TV, I feel like she kind of take a back seat to when he have these blow up moments, and she just kind of, like, calm down, don't do that, be quiet, like that with him. And he just don't give a fuck about it. Like he just snaps off and he go off. So he definitely needs to learn some self-control. I kind of low-key get it why she don't want to bring a baby into the situation, but I feel like his frustration with what was promised to him when they met, being that she jumped in his DMs to say, I'm going to give you what you've been wanting, which is a whole baby. That's something that's been frustrating to him. He wanted that when he was with Quad, and he was frustrated that Quad wouldn't give it to him. So once he got divorced from her and he met Sweet Tea, and she, blew his head up about this baby situation. And then for her to publicly announce, well, we're not focusing on a baby right now. We're focusing on our marriage. So maybe things are getting really bad behind closed doors to where she's thinking, hell, I don't want to have, I want to be a mom, but I don't want to bring no baby into this damn situation and the shit just be, you don't want kids to be in a traumatic situation to see two parents screaming and hollering at each other. And when he go off, he go off. So that could be a scary moment for her, trying to raise a child in that type of situation. But at the same time, on this outside looking in, people are starting to verbalize and vocalize and tear into her because they feel like she lied to Dr. G. But in terms of them two being back on the show again, I don't know if they ever will, because I do know the men on the show were saying they didn't want to film with him anymore since he filed a police report against Quad's boyfriend, because y'all know they said that's something that people on reality TV should not do. It's like a rule that you kind of expect there to be a fight or a blow up or, words that's going to sting you on said show, but you can't go running to the police and filing stuff like that because they kind of push away from you for that. And we've seen that on many different reality shows. But since the guys said they didn't want to film with Dr. G, that kind of took him and Sweet Tea off the season, and that put Quad and her man as permanent fixtures as of now on Married to Medicine. But I kind of agree with Funky Dineva. I'm not a huge fan of Funky Dineva, but I do agree with what he had to say here. What y'all think? Y'all can sound off on that. Let's move into the last topic, because y'all know pop-ins are just that, honey, pop-ins. So I don't know if you guys had a chance to watch this video I'm getting ready to show you about this Baltimore police officer who was trying to apprehend a suspect, but the person took off running, and he used his police car to chase this person down and was seen trying to hit said person with his car. So thankfully, someone just standing around and saw this interaction decided to pull out their cell phone and record this, which was a great thing because it blew up on social media and became very viral rather. And this police officer has now been suspended after seeing this interaction with said person. So let's go ahead and show you guys this. If you guys haven't seen it, I'm going to go ahead and play it here. I will stop it at a certain point because I don't want it to be too violent. We got to watch that because y'all know YouTube don't like that. So let's make it big so y'all can see. As y'all can see here, it says Baltimore police officer suspended after after video shows him chasing a person with his patrol car before the crash. Now, y'all know how the police situation works. If they're trying to arrest someone and they break out running, you do have to apprehend them by foot, or you can go like in your car to like speed ahead, but you don't use your car to try to plow them down because you're mad that you got to run after them. Like that's what it gave. Like, get your fat ass out the car, and I don't mean to say get your fat ass out the car and go chase and run after this person and get them. Like, what you getting in your car for trying to plow? Recording was, of course, the guy that was running. That was his friend. Thank God he pulled his phone out and recorded the whole thing. The police officer was driving erratic. Could have caused an accident on the highway where people were trying to drive, but he come flying out in traffic. I mean, he was so tunnel vision trying to get this guy. I don't even know why he was trying to get him, because they were saying that what he was trying to arrest him for was like nothing. Like, he didn't do anything for him to be coming after him. But, you know, you have a lot of bully cops that will try to flex and use their authority to kind of go after people. But this guy was running from him, and you should have got out and run behind him on foot. Maybe you could have called him versus flying around in your car, almost hitting him multiple times with the car. Now, had a normal citizen did that to someone else, you would have wanted to arrest them and charge them with vehicle or, you know, attempted vehicular manslaughter, because that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what that is. That is insane. Okay, I'm gonna take it back towards the beginning so you guys can see how it began. We're not gonna watch the whole thing. But you can see his fat ass didn't want to get out and run. That's what it was. You should have ran. You definitely should have ran. I'm shocked that they only just suspended him. I think a lot of these police officers get to do the absolute most, and they only get a suspension, like a slap on the hand. And most of them still get like paid whenever they get sent home for shit like this. He really should be fired, because I feel like you were trying to take this man's life versus trying to just, you know, make him stop. You could have got out and ran him down, or maybe get close to him and maybe use your taser. There's plenty of ways that you could have stopped this man versus jumping in your car, revving your engine, like literally trying to plow this man down. That shit is fucking crazy. Let me show just a little bit more. That shit's crazy.
Bro, don't really try to hit my mask, bro. Don't really try to hit, bro, with the car, dog. Like,
well, shout out to old boy for recording to get all of this on video, which ultimately got this police officer suspended. At least maybe they can up the charges from suspension to him being fired, because that's definitely I hope that they don't require them to do that when they're trying to apprehend somebody. That's dangerous, right? Because had he hit him with that car, he could have unalived him. That's crazy. But that's it. Y'all can sound off on what y'all think about said video and all the topics that we talked about on this video. Okay, thank y'all so much for coming over. All 273. We're almost 300 in the chat. I appreciate you all for taking time in your morning to stop by and check out the video. All right, don't forget to tap on that like for me so we can push the video to the algorithm. Also, don't forget to share the video and subscribe to the channel if you've not done so. As you guys can see, we have a lot of great topics over here. We have fun over here as well. We have some of your greatest jams that we play as well. Y'all know you're gonna rock out when you come over here. And we have some great people in the chat as well. Thanks to my Caramelians for coming by. Thank you to my top flight mods, Truth TV Podcast, Tyra KBR, Sweet Essence, Rose Armstead, and Scorpion Miss. Thank you all for doing an awesome job, okay? And all the content creators that stop by as well. You guys know who you are. I appreciate you all. Enjoy your day, and I will see you guys later, okay? Again, don't forget to like the video. Until the next one, let's go. Bye.